Hey y'all.
Welcome to Rum Punch and Beignets with your favorite Teedies, TDB and
TD Dime. We're here to give you our unfiltered opinions on current events and everyday life.
So sit back, relax with your favorite drink as we give you this
TD
realness. All right, y'all, we are back with another episode. I think this is going to be the last episode of 2020 and the fuckery that came with it.
Oh my gosh, right?
But before we get into it, we have to talk about it. Blue mics. So let's talk about it. Blue mics help creators of all kinds to find and raise their voices by making the coolest microphones and headphones on the planet. Here at Boot Crew Media, we use Blue mics on every episode to bring you the professional sound you are hearing right now. So if you want to learn more, go to bluemic.com. So yes, like I was saying, we are this is the last episode of 2020 and I am ready. I'm ready for the next year. 2020 can't do no more to me.
Oh, right. No.
Girl. So I think like we should definitely go through the moments of 2020. Like, what are some of your top moments that you remember? Your top 3 favorite moments of 2020?
Oh, that's kind of hard to pick out a moment. Shit, at this point. Probably the day that the podcast like finally dropped. Like that was probably the best day of the whole year. Oh, and graduation, except for stuff for I had to see my name on YouTube. But other than that, yeah, the podcast dropping was probably the best day of the year, like for real, without a doubt. Second best day of the year was celebrating my birthday with the people that I really fuck with, and nobody got sick. Um, and it was small and minute, and it was perfect. So those are my two favorite days of like the entire year. To be honest, I don't have another one because I'm being held together by duct tape and flex seal.
Okay, so let's see. My favorites are, of course, the podcast. I had a really good time for my birthday as well. Uh, and the third one would have to be Mardi Gras, even though it was like,
I keep forgetting about Mardi Gras
even though
because it was just so fucked up and cursed.
That was like the last thing we really were able to do. It was a fucked up ass Mardi Gras, but Mardi Gras Day, I had fun. I really had fun.
Yeah.
I cut up. I cut the fuck up. But yeah, those are my top 3 moments of 2020. Now, do we want to go into the bad?
Like, girl, like a whole decade's worth of stuff happened this year. So it's like, where do I even fucking start? Like, okay, should we start in January? Because January, that's when it got real. Like literally January the 2nd. Yep. We got a war threat, and this dumbass is on Twitter tweeting at the Iranian people, and they about to blow us the fuck up on January the 2nd. So I mean, this whole year was fucked up from the jump. Right. What else happened in January? Like
Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe and Gigi. That was really the biggest shift. Like you felt it too.
Right.
And it's like after that happened, like the shit just went downhill from there.
And it just kept going downhill.
And then Mardi Gras, even though we had a good time, that was our last carefree time, irresponsible ass time we had. And then the rest of the year we've been inside.
Right.
Or supposed to have been inside. And I really the only good time I remember from Mardi Gras was Endymion because I had a whole Endymion gathering at my house with like buku people in the yard, had drinks and everything, had a good time. And all I really remember was shout out to Jade. Jade said, "Dom, we have to go." And I said, "Why?" And then she said, "Because something happened like further up the street." And then come to find out, somebody else got ran over. Yep.
I was out there for Endymion. We was out there on Canal, and because we was by our people, and they cooking everything on Canal on Endymion Day. So we was just waiting. We probably got to like the fifth float, bitch. By the time they had to shut everything down, and they had the one person that got ran over, and then I feel like something else happened not too long after that on the same street. Something else happened, and I was like, you know what? That's my cue. It's time to go inside because obviously they
That
don't
was
want us
the
to be.
same day that like them people had fell off a balcony on St. Charles. But then
I
them
think that
people.
was earlier that week.
Oh
Yeah,
bullshit.
because that was two different parades.
And then I know Nick's. We were actually outside on St. Charles for Nick's, and again we was at a parade. They got stopped. Muses almost didn't go anywhere. Yeah, Muses almost didn't go anywhere, which we found out why. Just so
Girl.
much happened in Mardi Gras, and then
Yeah,
after that, literally after Ash Wednesday, everything just went
got shut down.
like we've been inside literally since what March the mid
March.
March.
Yeah, because I remember I went to the beach right before they shut everything down, which was I'm glad we did go because I didn't know we was gonna be shut down like that. But I'm glad I went, so I had some type of memory, something to look back on.
Because if you think about this year, we really don't have no memories except for pre Rona.
Right.
I like that's a thing to post pictures on like Instagram and stuff, and people try to jump down your throat for a caption, and it's like this picture was taken pre Rona. Like chill out. Like yeah, I know I don't have no mask on. It's pre Rona, okay? And that's like a thing to say now.
Mm-hmm.
Pre Rona times, you know.
Girl.
And I think COVID ruined everything for everybody. And right before everybody knows what I do for a job, I'll say it again. And we get 2 weeks off for Christmas. And I had a friend ask me recently because I always do these check-ins with my people on Wednesdays. And she was like, "How are you doing?" I said, "Friend, I really feel like I'm being held together by duct tape and Flex Seal. This year has really been something. I've needed my break because this year was really raggedy and fucking ghetto. Like I have never been this tired at the end of the year. Son, like my whole break, I think I've slept more in my whole break than I have this entire well, I won't say this entire year because when I had the Rona, I slept for days and days and days because that's all I felt like doing. But my break so far, like all I want to do is like fucking do nothing. Like this year has been exhausting in
Trying,
so
yes.
many ways.
And I think that's because we have been in the house so long, and all you really could do was sleep, eat, clean up your space, and just do it all over again. Cause
Maybe go outside
right to
away
try to
from
get some
people.
fresh air, yeah. But I've been feeling the same way. I've been feeling very tired. I've been feeling very just blah, like
Mm-hmm.
unmotivated. I haven't had any like big inspiration or like blast of inspiration in a while.
And even we talked about Christmas was weird, and Christmas was just last week. We, like it just was not hitting the same as usual.
It
Like
wasn't,
we were excited, but it was just so different.
and I think that I don't know if it plays more into us getting older or maybe it was just the times. What the hell was
Probably.
going on?
And then too, a lot of people's traditions involve, seeing their family and traveling and all of that. And
Right.
so a lot of people wasn't traveling, but according to the CDC, buku people was traveling.
Girl,
And
I wasn't traveling and I mm-mm.
don't ask for no thoughts and prayers because they told you to sit your ass down. But I think the tradition with being with families plays a part in how the holidays just hit so different this year because we wasn't with people.
Right.
I could count on one hand this whole year, and I could tell you the people that I've seen all year are the same fucking people from January all the way up to now. The same people, the same probably 7 or 8 people.
Yep. That's
It.
literally it.
The same people.
So I would like to know what would you say has been the biggest lesson of 2020 thus far?
Mm, Probably, and I think I said this on Facebook, is like cherish the people close to you, because literally this year has shown us that people can be here today and
And
then you
gone
wake up in
tomorrow,
the
yeah.
morning and they gone.
Yep.
Um, and it's just so fast how people that we know, people we didn't know, like things just bam, boom, just back to back stuff happening. We losing people. And I know people joke a lot, we losing recipes. Bitch, we really are losing recipes because people
Yep.
leaving here, you
Yep.
know? And I think that was really the biggest lesson for me. Cause recently, like literally like last weekend, I just had a death in my family. And this lady was just on Facebook Live, talking to the family and everything. And she was my mentor through college. And I'm just like, damn, she really was encouraging people like all the way up until she left it. And it's just so crazy because she was fine. And it's
Right.
like people could be fine today and then gone, like
That
boom,
makes, yep.
tomorrow. So, just take care of your people. Tell them you love them. If you fuck with them like that, fuck with them. Fuck with them heavy. Like talk to them, check on them, love on them, do stuff for them, even if they ain't ask for it. Like take care of your people, but take care of yourself too.
Right. I would have to say one of the biggest lessons that I have gotten from 2020 would be to sit still and be patient.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know, like, for a lot of people, for us and a lot of other people that I know, we're always constantly moving. We always trying to figure out what's going to be the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
We always trying to be ahead of the game, and we never appreciate where we are now. We never appreciate how far we've actually come. So this this past year has definitely taught me to be still and to be more present and in the moment.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And not to take everything for granted, not to, if you didn't reach the goal that you wanted, it's okay. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you still need to be able to learn from the lessons or learn from the journey getting to where you got, because now the next time you're gonna be able to reach that goal and probably do more.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely being present and being still and just being patient. Like, that's something I definitely learned.
Mm-hmm. Because patience is a virtue.
Yes, because I already like being by myself, but when I had to really be by myself, be quarantined, I really got to understand myself on a whole new level.
Mm-hmm.
And I really started to see some of my triggers, and I started to see where I have grown in a lot of ways and where I need to grow some more. So 2020, is bad as it fucking is, it has definitely taught me a lot of lessons. It may have taught me the most lessons in my past 30 years. It's probably taught me the most. But that bitch is still a bitch. 2020, you still, girl, you have been bringing us through it, girl.
Been really trying to take us out of here. Woo.
Girl.
And then it's still like, with how many more days we got left in this year?
What, 3? What's the
Three.
29th?
Yeah, so we got like 3 more days left, and like shit still keep happening. It's just like, can you just sit the fuck down?
We got 2 days, y'all.
Two more days, and shit still keep happening. It's like, can you sit the fuck down, please? Can you just chill? But it's like, I realize that this is probably our karmic payback for all the dumb shit we've probably done decades and decades and decades. Like, this is, I liken this to what Y2K was supposed to be.
Right.
20 years after the fact. Y2K wasn't even that bad because I actually remember that.
It wasn't.
But this is what they thought Y2K was gonna be. And we got it. Now I guess it was just like, okay, I skipped you last time. I'm gonna get you this time.
Well, bitch, you got us. You got us.
We heard you, okay? We listening.
We ready for you to go now.
Please,
really
bitch. Please.
So I know everybody usually has traditions on how they bring in the new year. What are some of yours?
And this year I might actually follow the traditions. Like, okay, I come from a Southern family.
Yep.
And we always do the black eyed peas for good
Good
luck,
luck.
the collard
Cabbage
greens and the cabbage.
for money.
Yeah, you gotta do that for the money, or something green if you don't
Mm-hmm.
eat collard greens. You know, get something green for your money.
Right.
I'm really following that this year to the T, only because I am really fucking tired of this year, and I need 2021 to do a little bit better. Um, I know Justin and I actually had a conversation about, how we're gonna bring in the new year a little bit differently this year because honestly, we like everybody else, we're tired, okay?
Right.
Um, so this year we decided we wanted to do an intensive ritual, like a spiritual ritual of sorts, to close out the year because, like we said before, this year has completely shown its ass. And the last few years, I like to sit down and intentionally write down my manifestations for the next year, my intentions, my affirmations, and do a gratitude list of things that I guess stuff that I really didn't realize that I was thankful for, or good stuff that happened. And so I've been trying to do that the last few years. So this year I decided to do a gratitude jar where I have a leftover mason jar and I have some sticky notes. And it's got on it, like I decorated all cute and stuff, and it says the gratitude jar 2021. So we're trying to move into the new year more intentional about celebrating the good stuff that does happen
Right.
and not letting the bad stuff, because let's be honest, we still in a pandemic, and it's not gonna magically disappear on January the 1st. Let's be honest about that. A lot of people kind of really think that, but that's not how this goes. And things are still gonna get hard before they get better. And so, we want to start off with thinking about the good things that happen and focusing on those and not focusing so much on the bad stuff. We also decided we're gonna use some sage, like buku good fancy sage, and some Palo Santo, because baby, this shit has got to go, okay? Some deep meditation, some words of affirmation for the incoming year, because I think that's why we in the fix we in, because we didn't give it the positive energy it really needed. And just to tell 2021, please come in here and act like you got some sense. Don't touch nothing, don't break nothing, don't do nothing. And just
sit your ass still.
yeah, just be better to us than your friend this year, 2020, okay? Um, but we already did like our dry erase board or what's our word for the year. And we just wait a while before we just wait a while for whatever the word was gonna be. And the word that kept coming to us was ascension.
Mm.
And ascension means, moving to a higher level, elevating.
Right, right, right.
And, this new thing from this guy, where the money resides. I know y'all done heard that. That's an affirmation, and that's on the dry erase board also. Please don't sue me, sir. I just really like that affirmation so much. So we trying to be where the money reside next year, and we really trying to be intentional about being positive, even because it's just living. Clear our energy, focus on, the people who love us and we love them, and keep people lifted up, and just do a little bit more of giving than just taking.
Right, 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 right. I actually like all of those. Most of those I do. I've been doing. So
Mm-hmm.
of course, we from the same background pretty much. Of course we do the cabbage and the black eyed peas. I have to clean my house
Oh
before the
yeah.
new year. Like
Mm-hmm.
my mama, my grandma, actually, my Mimi was very much a stickler for this.
And she probably
Before
also told you, don't go into the new year with no dirty ass clothes.
exactly, we have to wash clothes, clean the
Mm-hmm.
house, and as soon as 12 o'clock hit, we have to pray.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we gotta have our meal. But she always made sure that we go into the new year like with a fresh start. That was always the goal. So
Mm-hmm.
even on top of that, I always do like a reflection of how the year was for me. So like I will reflect on 2020 and I try to go through each month if I remember correctly, or I just do like an over review of like the year, and I just go through like all the things that I went through good and bad, what lessons I've learned, what did I gain, what some mistakes that I've, done, what are the things that I need to do to make sure that I grow to get to the next level, so that I won't be the same Brittany that I was the past year. Right. Also, I usually always get a new planner for every year. My goal definitely is to be a little bit more intentional about the work that I'm putting in. Cause I mean, a lot of people could be like, oh, Brittany, it looks like you're doing a lot of work. But for me, it feels like I ain't doing shit.
Right, like you're not doing enough.
Yeah, so I really want to be more intentional about the work that I put in, because I always feel like I'm not doing enough when I probably am, but I also know that I know my potential and I know what I could be doing, and I don't feel like I have been doing that. So I want to be more intentional about it and do more towards what I want to do in life. What else? Of course, when I clean my house, I'm gonna cleanse the room and everything. So of course I got my sage. I already bought me some new sage. Got my Palo. I got my incense. I have like a lot of
crystals.
Yeah, I have a lot of things that will tap into my spiritual, that will tap into the physical and the emotional side of me, to make sure that I get myself aligned for 2021. Because the bitch, huh? If let's say if we were to have a repeat of 2020, I will be prepared for 2021. Right. Like I'm not gonna go into 2020 with the bullshit.
And that's kind of the advice that we have for y'all with this, is to be prepared, like not only, financially, physically, but spiritually. Like that's one of the biggest ways you need to be prepared going into the new year, is so that when things like this happen, like this year happened, it won't knock you off base. It won't have you questioning who you are as a person, or what you believe in, or what you're capable of.
Right.
And this year was one of those years, if not the year, that tested everybody. Like had people second guessing themselves, like I'm not good enough, considering we weren't able to physically be in spaces, with people, but believe that you're good enough to be where you are.
Yep.
So, do whatever it is you need to do spiritually, read your Bible if that's what you do, or do your meditation on your yoga mat if that's what you do, or, do your crystals, your sage, go outside, do whatever it is you need to do. And, get ready for the new year, because, I feel like my daddy always said, before things can get better, they got to get worse first.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't think this is the worst. I think next year will probably be like, bam, like that's it. And then, things will start to move toward being better. But I mean, because we kind of in a shitty situation right now.
Of course, girl, we are. But like you said, I feel like things will start to get better. Because we didn't been through the most of the damage already. We didn't been through most of the bad times. I feel like if anything, we're just starting to climb up out of that era. And that's a good thing, because that means the sunlight is about to come in. We're gonna have brighter days, we're gonna have better days, we're gonna be able to move around and get accustomed to the new norm. I do want to give a major shout out to individuals that took advantage of this 2020, this COVID era, and they really like found their bag. I have to give y'all an applause. Clap, clap, clap it up to y'all, because y'all really found the bag. And I really feel like 2020 definitely made a platform for the real hungry, true hustlers that really they only had the outside to really make their money, and they found a way to make it digitally. So shouts out to y'all. Shouts out to everyone that found the courage to do something new. Shouts out to everyone that found the courage to start healing, to start going to therapy. Shouts out to people that they use this time to really find out who they are and to really grow and elevate themselves to the next level. Like, shouts out to all of y'all, because 2020 was meant to kill us, but a lot of y'all y'all found the strength to push out of this. So shouts out to us, all of us, because we really held down a whole podcast for the whole 2020.
During the panoramic, we really did.
We really did.
Yeah, shout out to the people that found their tribe too, because I think, with the pandemic hitting like it did, I think it showed a lot of people who are the people that they can count on no matter what's going on.
Right.
I know for me personally, I was able to find my tribe of people that I just really fuck with. And it's always love every time I see them, and we always safe and care about each other. So shout out for finding your tribe, your people that you love. Even if it's your friends that turn into, family. I call them family. Shout out, like B said, shout out to us. We literally have been holding down a podcast and recording and being safe and, still able to get our vision, to manifest and just manifesting this whole big old thing that took us so long, had so many setbacks, with, family issues, with, me having a Rona, and then, them trying to figure out, okay, what's going to happen.
Right.
And then, with B's loss and her family, like, it's so much stuff that happened. And really, I just want to give out a toast to everybody, especially everybody that's still making it, still finding a way, through whatever situations going on, especially with, people still trying to find, money to take care of their family, still making it through Christmas with whatever they have and making things happen. Shout out to y'all. We really applaud y'all because, everybody done been through a lot this year. And my biggest pet peeve so far about this is people like finding a way to deflect or forget or try to do stuff to not remember that we're still in a pandemic.
Right.
Like, I don't fault y'all. I get it. Because it's mentally, some people not as mentally strong as others. I get it. You just want out. I get it. But, this is literally the expense of humanity. And some of y'all need to do a better job. And yes, I'm judging. Yes. And most of the time I don't judge, but this I have to judge.
That's a judgment. Yep. You gotta do it.
We love y'all, but still.
Do better. You gotta do better, people.
Yes.
So since we are about to gallop on into 2021, what are some things that you are looking forward to achieve in 2021?
Since I decided that I'm not doing resolutions this year because look how this year turned out.
Right.
And it just said fuck your resolution.
I don't even really like resolutions. I feel like
that's kind of like a traditional way to say, bitch, you need to do this.
Or it's a cop out to me because I feel like everybody that do resolutions, they usually don't stick to it. Because
it's cliche for everybody to fail at their resolutions at some point.
Usually it's something very petty, very small, or it's something that you're mentally not even ready for, but you're just saying it because it sounds good. Right. So yeah, let's leave resolutions behind. Let's not do that.
Let's strike that from the vocabulary period when we're talking about New Year's.
Right. What are some goals? Like 2 or 3 goals.
To be better at journaling. I did really good last year and then I stopped. Because of my profession, I slacked off on my reading. So to get better at reading, like leisurely. And 3, to get this quarantine weight off. Cause y'all, my trainer, I have a trainer now. So she was like, I wouldn't have thought you was that size. I was like, well, I am. I said, this year we've been inside and all I've been doing is writing, recording, and eating. Like and I said, it's time to stop. I gotta cut the cord. Like, especially with now being in a pandemic where we literally have to get healthy for the sake of living.
Right.
Yeah, like I kind of have no choice. And then, being as a person that had it, it's like, I don't want to know what the virus possibly did. I prayed that it did nothing and I need to get healthy. Like the 15 pounds I did lose from being sick, I gained it back and a lot more. So it's time to draw the line.
This is it.
Like, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking because King Cakes come out in a few weeks Wait, shit, a
Is
week?
they probably out already? If not,
Well, Robert's got the Christmas one, but then everybody else now putting them out because they put them out early this year, and look what happened. So, yeah, I decided to go along with the weight loss thing goal for next year. I decided to go on a sugar fast for the month of January.
okay.
Silly me, and King Cake literally come out next week, and yeah, it's gonna
Well,
be
at least you got something to look forward to.
at January. Yeah, you're right. You're
February
right.
come around, you got king cake you can get.
Smashing all the king cake, and I have to remind myself because a lot of times at work, a lot of times people gift us king cakes, and I can remember a time this year, actually, yeah, this year right before Mardi Gras, like leading up to our Mardi Gras break, we had like 5 king cakes by the end of the week, and I have to remember to use some fucking self control. That is the biggest lesson for me for next year is use some self control. Okay, say no to the cake until February. Say no to drinking, copious amounts of alcohol. I feel like I drank this year a lot. Um, with the exception of like maybe a month because I was sick and I couldn't, and I had, prescription drugs and whatever. But yeah, I feel like I've drank too much this year, and that's empty calories, and I really want to cut back off of that. And so yeah, those are my goals for the next year. And my last bonus goal is for the podcast to grow some more. And us, get the bag
Hello.
and be where the money resides.
Hello.
Hmm.
Hello. Yes. So when we get to where the money reside, and that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Oh my gosh. I can't say.
But so yes, my goals for 2021. One of my big goals, and it's not even really a goal, it's just getting back to a lifestyle that I'm used to.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go travel, y'all. Like I real life have not traveled at all this year, except for that one time I went to Houston. But y'all, I gotta travel somewhere.
You gotta get the fuck out.
I really do, cause my nerves are bad. Like every year I usually travel once or twice that year. This year, like I said, I didn't go anywhere but to fucking Houston, bitch. And I don't even like Texas like that. I'm lying. I went to Dallas too, but that was for a birthday party. So it wasn't really like a vacation type of thing.
Like a leisure R&R.
Yeah, like I really need to
you need a real R&R vacation
just get away.
with no stress, no itinerary, no real motive. Just for you to get the fuck out of here and just relax.
Right. I really need that. That I really need. I want to definitely get back into writing, creative writing for real. Really allow my skills to manifest this career path for me, or it's to help me along my career path. And one of my other big goals is really to get back into my creative bag, because your girl has dropped it along the way, and I need to go find me a new bag of creativity so I can roll with it. um but yeah, those are my three for sure. I have some other goals too, but I really don't want to talk about them just yet. But yes, I really,
that's not for everybody.
Yeah, but those are like the three things I really want to like work on: my traveling more, getting back into my own creative bag, and making sure that I'm doing my best to make sure like my career path, or AKA and paths, because y'all know I do a lot of shit. That my career paths are like they're paved, and I can smoothly walk along these roads and not feel like I am like not doing my shit like I'm supposed to be doing my shit.
Having to make a choice,
right? Like
between a necessity and something that you love,
and right. And I want it to all just flow together. I want it to all be there. But yeah, I feel like we have a lot more lessons, a lot more blessings that are ahead of us, especially for Rum Punch and Beignets, for what we do as individuals and collectively. Um, and then I know everybody else that listens to us, they have a lot that's going to be coming their way. I I would love for y'all to share with us what your goals are for 2021. How do you plan on spending it? Honestly, I really wish I can go to a really fancy party. I've always wanted to go to like a fancy New Year's Eve party since forever. But I'm not that hot in these streets, so I don't be knowing about these type of parties, you know?
I mean, for right now, it's just the hot party in your house.
Yeah, that's probably what I think I'm gonna just really stay at
Somebody,
home.
you know what though? Somebody had asked me like yesterday and was like, "What you plan on doing for New Year's?" I said, "Bitch, I think I might put on my fanciest gown I have and sit in the house
That would be real cute.
and drink
Get your champagne.
yeah,
Just to be
have a little
cute.
champagne because I know I'm gonna have to work it off on New Year's Day, Friday. When I see my trainer, just do that and work it off. You know, pop the bubbles and have my kiss with my loved one, and
Say your prayer
yeah,
and be
we
ready.
sage the house. On New Year's Eve. Like, yeah, that's just it. Like, I'm okay with that. And I really wish we could have like fancy Great Gatsby themed New Year's Eve parties and be, in sequin gowns and all of that. I wish we could do that.
I do. I
But
do.
we can't do that. And
And
I'm
I feel like we're
sad.
about to shut down again anyway. I keep
I
saying this.
do.
I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I really feel like it's gonna shut down.
I think every week since I've been off, I keep saying I'm gonna end up working from home again. I'm gonna end up on Zoom teaching again. For like,
Girl.
I don't know why, but I really feel like that. I feel like shit's getting out of hand again, and we're gonna be
Yeah.
back in the house, and it's gonna be worse this time because y'all won't sit y'all asses down.
It's true because I'm hearing way more people that are getting corona out the
Yeah.
ass. Like every time I turn around, somebody has to get tested, somebody then feel like they got it or whatever the case may be. So y'all, can we just make a collective um decision to get better, to just stay our asses at home, to wear our masks, make sure you clean up behind yourself.
Wash your hands,
Yes,
wash your butt.
just let's just make a collective effort to do this because I'm tired of not having options. I like to have options so that I can deny said options, and I can't do that if I ain't got no options. Okay.
Right. That's exactly it. Like stay in the house because this year I actually miss seeing my family for the holidays. Normally, not so much because I be ready to leave away from them in about 2 days and come back home. But this year I actually missed them and wanted to see them. And like by Thanksgiving, I really broke down because I was like, damn, I really wanted to go sit around my family, go out of town, be with them, see them, laugh with them, hug them, talk to
Right.
them. And for Christmas, the same thing. Christmas morning, my mama FaceTime all of us and we was on there talking and laughing. But it would have been so much better to actually be able to sit with them and laugh and joke and rib the piss out of my sister. And like, laugh at my grandma with her wig or watch old VHS videos of us when we was kids back then. Like I hate that we didn't get to do that this year. So can y'all please stay home so we can do that next year? I would really like that very much.
Yes. But like we said, hopefully you guys will share with us some of y'all 2021 goals. Let us know how you guys plan on spending your New Year's, how you plan on going into the new year. Um Also, will be picking our winner for the first giveaway this week, which they will be winning a pair of Bantu hoops from Baby Bangs Natural Hair Salon, which they are not created, which they are located at 223 North Rendon Street. So you can please go there. All my ladies, the fellas in the New Orleans area, get your hair done over there. But make sure y'all are entering for this giveaway. We will also announce the next giveaway for next week. Um, so make sure y'all doing y'all part. We might, do a amendum to the giveaway because y'all not answering these questions. And I need y'all to answer these questions. And I feel like they're very simple. But if need be, we might switch up the rules just a little bit so we can get a little bit more participation. We want to give y'all stuff. So stop holding us back from giving back, okay?
Right. Who we got next week? Because I'm trying to remember. Who we got
Next
week
week is Hustlers Only.
Yeah.
And they have a nice little goodie box for y'all. So make sure y'all are entering, okay? Please enter. It's an IG giveaway, so you got to make sure you go on IG, like the post, answer the questions, share it, and make sure that you're following everyone, all of the sponsors in said post. Also, so like we said, it's on IG. Make sure you follow us at Rum Punch and Beignets Podcast. Make sure that you also catch us on Twitter at RPB_podcast. Snapchat is Rum Punch and Beignets. YouTube is Rum Punch and Beignets. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you check out our website. Subscribe to that as well so you can be up to date. Also, check out Boo Crew Media. We're always writing in different spots, so make sure you do that. Also on Madison J as well. Check out a lot of Dom's work. And we just hope that y'all have a great and amazing New Year's. You go into the next year feeling love, feeling blessed, and doing everything and anything that you need to make it the best year yet. Anything else you want to say, Dom?
Check out B on Dev in the City. She's a contributor there. Check her out on Dev in the City on Instagram. Just type in DV in the City, and you'll find a lot of B's work on there. I'll be sharing and following because it'd be important,
right?
It's actually helpful. We really hope that y'all have a safe and healthy welcome into the new year. Stay healthy, stay safe, wear your mask on. Put your mask on, wash your hands, wash your ass, stop digging in your nose at a stoplight.
People say you minding their business and they don't like that.
That's the one thing. As I mentioned on the first episode, baby, I am a germaphobe. I see every fucking thing y'all be doing and I be judging the fuck out y'all. I really mean that. Like, stop digging in your nose, put you some hand sanitizer in the car, in every bag you got. Keep you some gloves so you don't touch stuff. Wash your ass because that's important. Also, germs live on our body, so wash that. Wash your hair because germs live in there too.
Okay.
Blow your nose. Please pull your mask on top of your nose, not under your nose, because then it don't work that way.
She really going in on y'all.
I am tired of this shit, man. I'm cracking up. I'm tired of this shit, okay? I feel like we've been fussing for fucking almost a year now. We should not still be doing this a year after the fact. But here we are. So y'all really take care of yourselves. Take your vitamins, take your vitamin C, your zinc, get some vitamin D. Take all your other vitamins. Take care of yourself. Rest. Aspire to live like a wealthy white woman in your spare time, like I have been doing my whole Christmas break. That is a vibe I want to carry into the new year.
Okay.
Go to the spa. Just make sure you're safe at the spa. Do that. And we just want to wish y'all a happy 2021. Let's do better. Let's be better. Let's be healthy. Let's still be around to like cheer each other on.
Yes.
And let's prosper and grow together.
All right.
Well, one more thing. Don't go into 2021 unbothered and unburdened. Okay?
All right, now. So that's teetered on with the word. Go into 2021 unbothered and unburdened. Okay? So yes, until next time, we cannot wait to see y'all and talk to y'all again next year. We love y'all. And until then, surprise, surprise, celebrate, clink, clink, clink.
Oh, wait.
Happy New Year, y'all.
Happy New Year.